What did I just witness? Greatness in 4K in the state of Indiana. Laker fans are higher than Snoop on a Sunday.
Oh my God! And King does what King does.
One of the best games of the season. The following is a full tactical breakdown of the good, the bad, and the incredible strategies that created this instant classic of a game. I am so excited to watch the NBA playoffs live this season because the way that things are shaping up, this one will be one for the record books, which is why I want to give the sponsor of today's video, SeatGeek, a huge shout out. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. March Madness, NBA, NHL, MLB. SeatGeek is coming through for us. Kendrick Lamar, Kevin Hart, heck, even Disney on Ice. If you can think it, SeatGeek has it. Right now, you can get tickets for Cavs versus Knicks for $51. That is a robbery in today's economy. And SeatGeek has your back. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you know you're getting a good deal. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. And you know I came through for you guys. Use code GOAT for $20 off tickets at SeatGeek. That's $20 off your first purchase with promo code GOAT. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. Time to geek out on our favorite sport with SeatGeek. The Lakers came into the game on a 3-game losing streak. And to make matters worse, they were going up against a hot Pacers team that had won their last 5 games. JJ opened the game, stealing a page out of the Warriors playbook. Split action that ended in a lob to Hayes.
And Detroit, those two will play each other 2 more times. Hayes! How many times have we seen the Lakers start the game with a lob and a jam?
And the whoever offense on Halliburton began immediately, forcing Indiana to double. The Lakers countered with a ball reversal and proceeded to attack their desired prey, Halliburton. This was a crazy rotation that Coach Carlisle wanted Tyrese to make off the double, and you can see it here as well.
Doncic, here he goes, all the way, laid up and missed.
A Reeves steal ended in a thunderous dunk for the big man. Indiana got on the scoreboard off an errant pass from Nembhard that just luckily happened to end up in Neesmith's shooting pocket.
For an energy, they need their legs underneath them.
It caroms to Neesmith, who laces the 3.
With LA switching the pick and roll, Indiana's plan to start was similar. Hunt for Luka or Reeves.
An average of 128.
Siakam on the post up underneath. Over Luka for the bucket. Was looking for a call.
We all know LA has a weak transition defense, and against a Pacers team that plays at turbo speed, Laker Nation was in for a long night.
About the Pacers, Neesmith has that, use a lot of the iron and then finally come home.
With the Pacers giving zero regard to Hayes away from the basket, a DHO to Braun opened the window for the lob, and there was nothing Neesmith could do about it.
Doesn't matter.
In basketball, you have to process the game fast. Reeves didn't enter the ball into a perfectly sealed LeBron, choosing to send the entry after the advantage was lost. The result? A Pacer steal and an easy basket on the other end. On the Luka Hayes pick and roll, Indiana was doing a tremendous job fighting over the screen and using the sideline as a third defender to triple team Luka.
To just 13 turnovers. Nembhard put his shoulder on Reeves for the bucket.
Timeout Lakers. After the break, LA capitalized off of Tyrese, who was sinking to help. But in this Pacers egalitarian offense, the waves of attack kept coming from all directions. After Brew had called out Luka for ball hogging.
And I am a huge fan of his. I nicknamed him Luka Legend, Larry Bird 2.0. But Luka Doncic is a ball hog. A great ball hog, a Hall of Fame ball hog, an all-time elite ball hog. He's a ball hog.
The Don waited 6 minutes before doing this.
Like what he sees so far from the movement of his team. So a little step back 3, that's one of his staples. Without question, he likes that, boy.
However, off the sideline out of bounds, he lost track of Obi Toppin, who has been shooting a blistering 46% from 3 in the month of March. This unforced turnover by Hachimura was infuriating, followed by Tyrese dancing on him before and after the rainbow bomb.
Step back 3 by Tyrese, and it's wet.
With the best assist to turnover ratio in the entire NBA, Halliburton then started picking LA apart.
Of late. Nice feed inside, Toppin, and 1.
but Los Angeles was responding to every haymaker.
Finney Smith with a catch-and-shoot three, and he knocks it down.
The Pacers continued full court pressing Luka, but unfortunately Nembhard got clipped by his own teammate, which ended in a wide-open look.
As Luka knocks down his second three-pointer of the ballgame.
And off the baseline out of bounds, he was having a nightmare trying to stay attached to Luka legend.
Fans, whoever wants to listen. Luka! His third three!
On the flip side, LA was having their own headache trying to keep up with the Pacers' insane pace.
And slams it home. Tyrese with a little bounce.
TJ McConnell checked in before the 2-minute mark and went right to work. And with Luka disrespecting our short king, His Highness said, bet.
McConnell measures the three and knocks it home.
And taps Luka on the way by.
Yeah, got a little something for Luka.
He said, okay, I see.
The Pacers finished the first quarter strong, 33-28, an early 5-point lead for Indiana. To open the second quarter, Coach JJ knew those careless turnovers against a team like Indiana would spell disaster.
A live ball turnover against this team, you might as well just put 2 points on the scoreboard. So we got to do a better job taking care of the basketball.
And that message hit home. After LeBron went scoreless in the first quarter, JJ made immediate adjustments, clearing the strong side to let LeBron operate comfortably in the post.
Boy, just bullying his way in is LeBron James.
And on the other side of the court, Mathurin executed a wonderful 45 cut to bust the Lakers zone. But LA was doing a great job recovering to deny easy buckets.
Vanderbilt that time, altering that shot.
Talk about altering.
Ooh. Behind his back goes Reeves. 1-2, score!
An outlet pass from LeBron to Dorian capped off a quick 6-0 Lakers burst to begin the quarter.
Against Orlando, brick thrown up. Outlet is perfect! Releasing Finney Smith and a perfect outlet pass.
Indiana then began forcing Reeves to give up the ball, but LA capitalized by finding wide-open shooters with swing actions, as well as hitting corner shooters off the blitzed pick and roll.
Ooh, could have had a layup or a dunk. Instead, they're going to go to Finney Smith. Who wants to when you can get three?
Without Halliburton and Siakam on the floor, Indiana's offense stalled out completely. Meanwhile, the Lakers were making good use of these missed opportunities, capping off a 15-0 run.
The Pacers have missed their last 7 field goal attempts. Whistle and one. Austin Reeves putting the eye in ISO.
When Tyrese Halliburton checked back in, Indiana's spacing improved, and gaps presented themselves where they weren't previously.
Laker run, Nembhard on the drive, draws the foul, count it.
However, Reeves continued giving the Pacers migraines.
Chicago tomorrow night. Reeves again! Oh, he did the too small. He gave him the too small.
The Lakers' rotations were sharp, their closeouts fast, and they were forcing Indiana into taking low-percentage shots.
Look at how hard they're working on the defensive end of the floor, the Lakers.
The Pacers needed clean execution to crack LA's pressure, so they drew up the same flare screen play they had used in the first to free up Toppin for 3. And on the next set, a well-timed double drag with Luka in the action forced a switch and opened space for Halliburton's pull-up from his sweet spot.
Halliburton off the double drag. From the mid-range, knocks it home.
But every time the Pacers tried to chip away, Reeves had the answers.
Lakers. Reeves again!
AR-15 even turned Indiana's weapon, fast-paced offense against them, attacking early in transition.
Jacks has 3 boards at the other end. Who else? Who else? Austin Reeves.
The Lakers' swarming defensive effort continued suffocating Indiana, forcing desperate heaves and shot clock violations.
Hayes with good help. Stayed down on the fake. Mathurin, had some sauce, but it comes out. Siakam with the putback, too strong.
And when Luka started baiting defenders into fouls like this, you knew he was entering that zone.
Swings it. It's out on top. This will count to go. No, foul.
Indiana tried to throw different looks at him, but there was no stopping him off the dribble.
Doncic, showtime. Wow. We are in the church of Doncic, and they are praising by saying hallelujah.
The Lakers' high pick and roll sets with Hayes were paying huge dividends, capping off a dominant second quarter. By the end of the quarter, the Lakers had obliterated the Pacers, outscoring them by 18 points and flipping the script. A 13-point halftime lead, pure dominance. After making 0 field goals in the first, Bron was the first one out of the locker before the third.
Yeah, Mark, LeBron James has scored 10 or more points in 1,282 straight games. He only had 2 points in the first half. Now, he's the first player out of the Lakers locker room after halftime.
And Halliburton, who is not a heliocentric star, came into the second half calling his own number because his team needed the boost. In early offense, LA continued finding success off the double drag for Luka.
In this game, lob underneath. How many dunks is that now for 5?
When LA put 2 on Nembhard, Siakam sealed the help, leading to a wide open dunk for Indiana. And with the Pacers expecting a dribble handoff to LeBron, Hayes rejected the action and attacked the rim himself.
Jackson Hayes, 6 for 6.
I'm talking about flushing one.
A Luka flex screen morphed into a pin down from Hayes, and Nembhard had no chance.
Lakers trying to spoil the party here tonight. Everybody's still settling back in. Doncic rattle it in for 3.
But with Hayes sinking to help on the Holly drive, Turner was left wide open just 1 pass away.
From deep.
Turner for 3.
And that Hayes' help continued being punished.
He touches paint. For 3, Turner again, got it again.
And once Turner got going, there was no stopping him.
Back out to Turner, dials up another 3, and it's wet.
Timeout Lakers. While we had a Caitlin Clark sighting out in the wild, LeBron's struggles continued.
In the third quarter.
But he was still reading and reacting well on the defensive end.
He takes it away with the help of Finney Smith. Streaking is Luka.
Luka's defensive awareness during this stretch of the game, though, non-existent.
Siakam inside, got it to go.
And since his shot was not falling, James became a facilitator.
James over to Reeves. That's a good deferral by LeBron. Picks up another assist.
So the Pacers reinitiated Operation Hunt Reeves.
Over Reeves from 15, pure.
When Halliburton tried to jump hedge Luka, he got dusted with a split-second change of direction.
5. Siakam underneath, it's Luka.
And notice how Dorian Finney-Smith's screen on Siakam made that finish possible? LA's turnovers fueled the Pacers' rally to get back into the game.
By watching Magic Johnson video as a kid, Siakam.
And when you don't put your foot on the opposition's neck, you give them a second chance at life. The Pacers wanted this win bad, and it showed.
They are trying to change the game with their defense. Ooh. That is close.
So did a certain 6'6" Slovenian killer.
Oh, he's got some room. Here he goes to lay it in. Boy, they gave him the opening.
Hallie kept getting into the teeth of the defense and was spraying it out to shooters.
Pacers on the move on the break. Neesmith for 3. It's wet.
And those damn Laker turnovers. Again, timeout Hollywood. The defensive pressure from Indiana was still relentless after the break, but some nifty passes from LA were able to beat the pestering defense.
One more to the corner. Finney Smith cashes out. We got the Pacers in the blender, and they just juiced them.
With a simple baseline out-of-bounds play for Nembhard.
Nembhard inside, got the layup.
The Pacers were able to cut the once 17-point lead to just 3, heading into the fourth. After 3 quarters of offensive struggles, LeBron kicked off the final frame, determined to rewrite the script.
He's been brilliant in the fourth quarter, folks.
The midi on the way, pure.
I'm getting closer to being right, Mark Jones.
I think your number's closer than mine, Doris. The freight train on the loose.
Okay, I don't know how old he is. I don't care how old he is. A Ray can take full lengths, get myself to the free throw line.
Meanwhile, the Pacers' offense had become a desperate mess, rushing shots without Halliburton's playmaking. Recognizing the moment, JJ kept the floor spaced, repeatedly clearing out entire sides to let LeBron work his magic in the post.
Spins, pulls. And there it is. He's in double digits. The invariable, inexorable force that is the game's all-time leading scorer, LeBron James.
Suddenly, the Lakers' slender 3-point edge ballooned to 13, thanks entirely to a vintage LeBron offensive outburst. With Gabe going under, Mathurin got a window to answer from the top of the key. LA, getting a bit overconfident, tried for a Hollywood highlight that backfired spectacularly, courtesy of Turner.
Reeves raises up. Pass never made it to LeBron. LeBron, broken up nicely by the Pacers.
And Indiana made them pay immediately on the other end.
At the other end, Siakam got it. Boy, a big swing there.
Turner stayed dialed in defensively, making life miserable for Wonderboy for a minute.
Turner can switch on to guards, moving his feet well with Doncic in front of him, and he forces the turnover.
You switch on to Luka, you've got to get down in the stance, you got to deal with the exceptional handle. He normally gets an advantage somewhere.
Within moments, Indiana completely erased LA's 13-point cushion.
Walker with the three ball, pure. Timeout, Los Angeles, on an 11-0 Pacer run. Mathurin has the matchup he wants for the lead.
All this with Halliburton getting the rest. They climb back to even.
Reeves finally stopped the bleeding by attacking Turner off the high pick and roll.
Reeves inside with the layup.
With the Lakers aggressively doubling Siakam, Indiana calmly extended the advantage until they found the right shot.
For the lead, Turner turns up.
And on the other end, the blitz on Reeves was being countered with Vandy in the short roll, making the right read.
Back to Luka for three. Wet. Luka ties it at 110.
Oh, this guy has been on fire from three, 6 for 10.
His fourth consecutive game are 30 or more.
Doncic kept the Pacers defenders honest by mixing his attack, slicing through the lane for an easy layup. Timeout Indiana. With Indiana on their heels, JJ started sending Rui as the screener.
Into the corner, Reeves, one more. Hachimura for three. Got it. Butter. And the lead is up to 5.
Seeing Indiana struggle, LA ran the exact same action again. Same result.
Turner with a hedge. Back out to Hachimura. Made the last three. Make it 2 in a row. Rui's return.
But the Lakers relaxed too early and Tyrese took control, scoring 5 quick points, giving the Pacers a stunning 1-point edge late.
They clear it out. Halliburton.
This is who the Pacers have been. Halliburton says we can't seem to win a normal game. It was Luka in front of him. Nembhard came up to set a screen. He said, get away. Let me go one-on-one. Draws the contact. As soon as he feels it, he gets into the shooting motion. They have won so many games, and he lets those Pacers fans enjoy it with him. So good.
But then we got another taste of what greatness is all about.
And it's rebounded by Luka. LeBron leaked out. They didn't see him. Here he is down court. Luka with 2 for the win. Tipped up and in. Will it count? LeBron James at the buzzer. He says rack it up. LeBron James, not always there when you call, but always on time.
LeBron saved LA from yet another heartbreak, helping the purple and gold snap their brutal 3-game skid. This Laker fans' reaction said it all.
Reeves, King, go! Doncic, now! Yeah!